you have to pick a MVP for all of baseball based on what you've seen from these three this year, who are you taking?
I mean, can you go wrong?
No, you can't, but you got to pick one.
I'm going to say Mike Trout.
Okay.
No doubt. The fact that he signed as big of a contract as he did, and he's living up to that number, I mean, come on, man. $430 million, nobody thought that that was even attainable. But this dude right here is making it look easy, and we still in some way think he's underpaid.
Well, I look at Mike Trout, league's most dominant player. He's going home early. He's going fishing in October. He'll be watching the Phillies game because Anaheim is not going to the playoffs. Yep. I can't give him the league MVP. I got to go with Cody Bellinger.
Yep.
He's on the league's best team. His defense has been phenomenal. And he's got 42 home runs just like Trout, and he's continued to dominate this season.
But it is most valuable player, not most valuable team.
Most valuable player of the league this year. I'm going to give it to the team that's winning the most ball games.
Okay,
I'm going with the Dodgers.
Well, I tell you what, there should be something to be said for playing multiple positions, right? Cody Bellinger being able to play center field, being able to play right field, come in to play first base. He can DH for you. He can do a lot of different things. I'm not taking anything away from Trout. Obviously, center field is a huge position. But there has to be something to be said for guys that are showing that super utility ability, especially putting up MVP numbers like Bellinger.
I mean, you don't want to hold anything against anyone, but the bottom line is they're not getting to the playoffs.
You have to pick. Yeah,
and the Dodgers have had a phenomenal league,
you can't take that away from it.
And Bellinger has been this dominant throughout the season. He started week one, and he's continuing now. Yeah. I'm going Cody Bellinger.
All right, so let's crowd the picture a little more. 6 weeks to go in the season. Give me a dark horse, wild card kind of guy who can get in as an MVP in the National League if it's not Yelich or Bellinger.
I want to go with Pete Alonso.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better go with the Polar Bear.
I'm going Polar Bear just because.
Rookie of the Year at also.
6 weeks ago, the Mets like they were done. They acquired Stroman in another piece. And what happened? This team is taking off with that pitching staff, and Pete Alonso is at 40 home runs at a rookie.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, that is unbelievable. If he somehow hits, 48 home runs, driving 125 home runs.
He can do that. He can get the 50 homers.
He's an MVP race.
I'm going to go with Acuna Jr.
Okay.
I just think with his electricity, what he brings to the ballpark, exactly what has happened to him over the last couple days with the Braves lineup and Snicker, being able to say, like, hey, man, we're going to call you out on things you do wrong. I think that's going to jumpstart him, man, and they're going to need him down the stretch to help pull away in that division.
Maybe they'll put a little heat on Yelich and Bellinger for that MVP in the National League.
Don't forget, Chris, we saw Yelich win it over the last 6 weeks of the season last year.
Took off, so
it can happen.
Look at Frank from way downtown, baby.
That was nice. And the American League wild card picture also tight with the Indians in the mix. So who's a bigger threat if they get into the playoffs of those wild card teams, Frank?
Oh. Why are you coming to me first with that one?
He's only known this all day today.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I know they both have good pitching.
All right, I'm going to go with the Mets because of Tito Francona. The added balance of the right-hand hitters.
You mean, you mean the Indians?
The Indians.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Tito because of the Indians and his experience in the playoffs. The pitching staff is still pretty solid, but the offense is upgraded with Yasiel Puig and then Franmil Reyes.
Right.
So I like this game. They're fighting with a purpose. You know, they came together with Cookie went down with leukemia. That team really came in, rallied together, and came together. I like the Indians. They were off in the first half, but right now they're playing great baseball.
Yeah, well, I mean, with as awesome as the Indians are, with a healthy Corey Kluber, I think I would have to go with the Indians. But if not, if we're talking about a 5-game set, I think I'm going to go with the Mets, and this is why. That starting 5 rotation is pretty nasty. If you think about going in there on a 5-game set, you got to face DeGrom, you got to face Thor, right? Wheeler, he's feeling good right now. Stroman, Matz, you can mix and match those guys in the bullpen. I understand Diaz is having a tough time at the back end of that bullpen, but I'm telling you, no one thought the Mets would be in the position that they are right now. And I think, obviously, Marcus Stroman coming over there could be one of the better moves that have happened all season long.
And you're right. That's why I said all day this has been the toughest question of the day because of that starting pitching. I know if I'm managing a team and you got to face the Mets in the first round.
Right.
Good luck,
right?
You're not going to feel that great about it because of that starting pitching.
Yes.
And bullpen, obviously, the Indians' second-best bullpen in the American League. The Mets' bullpen could be an adventure.
Exactly. No doubt about that.
And that's a concern.
Yep.
And Francona has handled bullpens well in his history.